Well, this is kind of big news. This just dropped not long ago. I wanted to talk about this. It looks like The Batman 2 has been delayed one whole year from October 2025 to a new date of October 2026. This is coming from Variety. It says Robert Pattinson is delaying his return to Gotham, the gritty comic book sequel, The Batman Part 2, in which Pattinson will become the Cape Crusader again, has postponed a year from October 3rd, 2025 to its new date on October 2nd, 2026. There have been a plethora of other moves at Warner Brothers being shuffled around. The main reason for this move, though, is due to the writer's strike. It looks like it has affected Matt Reeves writing this movie. The Penguin, which just finished production, I think just a few weeks back, kind of put a damper on things. I know that Matt Reeves was writing and was a producer and was really heavily involved with The Penguin. I guess kind of put a damper on getting The Batman 2 made. Let's see. It says Matt Reeves returned to direct The Batman Part 2. It's unclear who beyond Pattinson will be back for the sequel. The first film, which took a grim, though PG-13 look at Bruce Wayne's earlier days as the world's greatest detective, starred Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, Andy Serkis as Batman's butler, Alfred Pennyworth and Colin Farrell as the crime lord known as Penguin, and Jeffrey Wright as Gotham City's police chief James Gordon. The Batman was a box office hit with $772 million globally. Again, I've been saying this for a while, that to expect some big changes, specifically with this franchise as well. Look, the DCU, what James Gunn is doing over there is going to be interesting to see how they finagle the Batman universe in between everything there, specifically with The Brave and the Bold coming out relatively soon. I know that James Gunn was hoping to not coincide with Robert Pattinson's The Batman films. I know that he kind of wanted to have a little buffer between those movies. And with The Batman 2 originally slated to come out in 2025, that kind of gave some buffer that was going to allow him to kind of push The Brave and the Bold, whether it was 2026, 2027, something like that, to really get The Brave and the Bold separated from The Batman 2. But with them pushing it to 2026, late 2026 at that, what does that mean for The Brave and the Bold? Are they going to kind of fast track it? Are they going to try and push it to late 2025? Could they fast track it? Do they have a director and a script already completed? Could that be something that they were working on over the last couple months and we just don't know about it? What could be going on in that regard? We do know that, Muschietti is the director of that movie. Is he writing it as well? Do they have things lined up? There's a lot of questions to be asked in that regard. But The Penguin comes out later this year. So, people are concerned it's going to be 4.5 years since the first Batman to The Batman 2. Don't forget, you have the Penguin show. You got the Penguin show coming out this year. So you got that little buffer. You got the Batman, then 2 years later the Penguin, and then you're going to have 2 years till the Batman. So you got that little buffer there. So for all you people who are freaking out, it's going to be 4.5 years, you got that little buffer at least. So don't worry about not being in that world that Matt Reeves is creating. You will be able to be in that world for a little bit of time. But I tell you what, it is interesting. It is crazy to think that they're pushing this movie back to 2026. And there is a part of me that does see a world where this movie could be canceled. And believe it or not, I heard rumblings a number of months ago that was a possibility. Again, it's not anything tangible. I'm not sitting here saying that's definitely going to happen. It's not anything tangible. But I did hear some rumblings. And with how the DCU wants to run, how they want to run DCU and DC Studios, it kind of makes sense. I kind of understand and buy that idea of not wanting to have, at least right now, multiple iterations of these characters running around until you establish a strong foundation of your main continuity. But let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comments. I want to hear what you think about waiting 4.5 years between the Batman movies. Are you okay with seeing just the Penguin series this year and then waiting another 2 years until the Batman Part 2? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think it could possibly get canceled? Do you think they're still going to get made? Let me know. When do you think Brave and the Bold's going to come out now? Will we hear an announcement about the Brave and the Bold sometime soon from James Gunn and DC Studios? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. With all that said, I'll catch you all later.